Okay. Okay, everybody, welcome to the first post-match conference tonight. We have, to my immediate right, the Japanese coach Jamie Joseph and the captain Kazuki Himeno. So we're ready for a first question, please.
クレディブトゥ吉田ですけれども、ジェミー、試合途中までかなりしっかりしたゲームはできたんじゃないかと思うんですけども、実際のこう準備したものをどれぐらい達成できたというふうに感じてますか。
Yeah, look, I'm incredibly proud of the guys in terms of how they tried to execute our plan. It was obviously parts of the game that surprised England in terms of our kicking game and put them under a lot of pressure and created opportunities for us. Well, I guess what we learned from that is the opportunities that we created, we didn't really take them. We made too many mistakes. And that's test match rugby. And, you know, they are an experienced test rugby side. And over the course of time, they were able to wear us down. And that, again, that's the nature of our game at the highest level. And it's disappointing for us. The boys put a lot of emotional effort into this week. It was a match that we were, I guess, picking for. But, you know, there's a lot of learnings out of that. We dealt with a lot of pressure. And that's going to be crucial leading into the next two matches against Samoa and Argentina.
共同通信社の小海と言います。姫野キャプテンにお願いします。今のこうイングランドと戦った率直な気持ちを教えてください。それからそのトライ非常にいいところがたくさんあった試合だったと思います。で相手のヘディングでトライが取られてしまったところ、その後キャプテンとしてこうどうハードルで話をされたんでしょうか。
そうです。率直にやっぱりまだ悔しいという気持ちが強いですね。チーム全体もそうですし、悔しい気持ちっていうのが大きいと思います。ただ、下を向く時間っていうのはもうないので、次のサモア、アルゼンチン、まだワールドカップは終わったわけではないので、そこにしっかりと準備を次しなきゃいけないと思っています。でまたトライのことに関してはアンラッキーなトライではあったとは思います。ただそこでリーダーとしてフォーカスするのは次の仕事、今に集中させるっていうところがリーダーの仕事だと思うので、次のプラン、キックオフから何をするか、何をするべきかっていうのを選手に話しました。
斉藤ですが、姫野キャプテンにスクラムではかなり奮闘して、接点でも奮闘して、だけどトライも取れませんでした。良かったところ、悪かったところあると思うんですが、そのフォワードのエリア、セットプレーについてとアタックでトライ取れなかったことについてそれぞれお願いします。
フォワードパックもそうですけど、本当にチームの努力っていうのは誇りに思いますし、本当に全員が 100% の力のベストのパフォーマンスを出してくれたと思ってます。その中でトライを取れなかったっていうのは残念ですけど、ただ自分たちのプランニング、自分たちが準備してきたものっていうのは出せた部分っていうのは多くあったので、そこはすごく収穫かなというふうに思います。
I actually think you misread that game. I mean, apart from the one penalty at the end of the match, the Scrum performed pretty well. In fact, I reckon we would have surprised the English today in terms of how we performed last time we played England. A Scrum, I thought today was a real strong point for us.
フリーランスの向井と言います。姫野さんにお伺いします。先ほどグラウンド上のインタビューで後半のゲームメイク悔やまれるようなことをおっしゃってましたけど、具体的にどういうところをどうしていきたいというふうに感じられましたでしょうか。
どういったところというか、そのプレーの一つ一つの判断であったりとか、プレーの精度であったりとか、クオリティのところを、こういったタフなティア1との相手になると、そういったところをすぐまた得点につなげられてしまうので、そういったところのプレーの一つ一つの精度であったり、判断の精度であったりというところをもっともっと研ぎ澄ましていかないと、特に後半疲れたところで、そういったところを大事にしていきたいなというふうに思いました。
日経新聞の谷口です。ジェイミーさんにお伺いします。本当後半途中までは本当に素晴らしい試合だったと思いますが、それ以降なかなか敵陣に入れずに、チャンスもなかなか作れない、あるいは作れてもミスして潰してしまうことがありました。その辺どの辺が原因だったのか、次の試合に向けてどうしていきたいのか教えてください。
Yeah, I think you're right, Taniguchi-san, in terms of we had a lot of disruptions. We had early injuries to Masarewa. We had G1, rib cartilage, early injuries. But again, like for me, that's part of Test match footy. Guys have just got to step up and do the job. I was really happy with the intent and effort of our players. We just made too many mistakes under the pump. And if you're going to beat England, you've got to, for a Tier 2 team, a team like us from Japan, to take on a powerhouse like England, we've got to get all of those things right. And we just didn't do that. And we paid the consequences for it. Next game's a different game. We play Samoa. They've got a match now against Argentina. We're very tired and sore. They'll be very tired and sore. So it's a different kettle of fish next week or whenever it is. But we've got a couple of days off, and I think it's important for our boys to enjoy a bit of south of France. They're hurting in there, but it's footy.
Over here.
日刊スポーツの松本です。ジェイミーさんによろしくお願いします。マシレワ選手、グー選手途中でっていう形になりましたけど、今の時点で分かる状態を教えてください。
Goo's pretty sore. He's got a rib cartilage. Anyone that's had a cracked rib cartilage, they can be a little bit tender for a few days. He's a prop. He'll be fine. No, but it's okay. I mean, I thought he played really well. I'm really happy with our team. Obviously guys made mistakes, but we're playing, one of the best teams in the world at the World Cup. And in terms of our plan, I was really happy with our plan. The players did their best to actually execute a plan. I thought that surprised England and created a little bit of pressure on them, but they're a good side, and so they were able to adapt and come back at us. And it's going to be a massive learning. It's a massive learning that we have to take into Samoa. I guess to take the biggest positive out of today's match, it was a game full of pressure. And for us, the next two games are going to be full of pressure if we're going to make it through to the quarters.
Kristen, over here in the back.
Jamie, you struggled a little bit to clear the ball from the red zone, particularly towards the end of the second half. A lot of kicks sort of heading infield. Was that a tactical move, or was that sort of a skill execution?
Could you just... I had these and I couldn't hear
you. The team struggled to clear the ball a little bit in the second half from the red zone. Was that sort of a skill thing with the ball heading infield, or was that a tactical decision to try and keep the ball in play?
No, I think it's pressure. It's pretty good on Tuesdays and Thursdays when we're training against guys and the passive defenders. But we're playing England again. They put us under a lot of pressure. I guess they had plans to put us under a lot of pressure in those areas. Our halfbacks and our players aren't as big as the English players, but we get that every week, and we've just got to be better. So, yep. I thought our short kicking game was the part that we never really capitalised on. Not a lot of teams will kick short against a team like England because, like we found out, if you get it wrong, they'll punish you, which is what they did, when we're exiting from one of our kick-off receipts. But there was so many opportunities with that short kicking game where we knocked the ball on or we made a mistake, and they could have put the English under a lot of pressure, and so that's the disappointing part for us.
時事通信の伊藤と言います。姫野さんにお聞きします。イングランドっていう相手は非常にチームとしても準備してきた相手だと思うんですけれども、実際戦ってみてイングランドっていうのは想定外のこともあったのか、戦ってみて想定してきた以上のことをやってきた部分があるのか、まずそれがあれば教えてください。
いえ、そこまでないです。僕たちの分析通りにやっぱり試合はやってきましたし、そのプランっていうのを 自分たちは持ってましたし、でそれを遂行できた場面っていうのはやっぱり自分たちのいいラグビーができていたので、プランニングとしては間違ってなかったと思いますし、そんなに特別なことをやったってことではないと思います。
あとキャプテンとして次の戦いっていうのを見据えることになると思うんですけれども、チームをどういうふうに前向きに持っていくかっていうのを、どういうふうにチームをモチベーションを上げていきたいというふうに思われますか？
すごくやっぱり残念に思っている選手ってたくさんいるので、僕自身もそうですけど、やっぱり自分たちがやっぱり 100% 準備してきて自分たち自身にやっぱ期待していたので、その分やっぱ反動っていうのは大きいですけど、ただやっぱ前向いて進んでいくしかないので、これからロッカールームで少しビールでも飲んで前向きにしていこうかなと思ってます。
ありがとうございます。
Hi, Jamie. Hi, Jamie. Sorry, just in English, that's okay. The Courtney Lawes try with the ball rebounding off Joe Marler's head. What was your thoughts on that? Because it seemed like pretty much everybody stopped, and even maybe
That's the first for me, man. Wow, we just didn't have any luck, did we? I mean, we blew one here with an overthrow and the line out. There was a juggling act there by Joe, and so sometimes you need a little bit of luck as well. We never got any of that today. No, I guess that was a fair try. What more can you say, really?
Question? Final question.
再び失礼します。姫野さんにお伺いします。開幕前から今までご自身状態はいかがですか？なんか少しずつ調子を取り戻しているようにも見えているんですけども、ご自身のことについて何か感じていることを聞かせてください。
調子いいです。初戦少し違和感があって、スキップした分やっぱり体もフレッシュだったので、すごく調子いいですね。はい。これをどんどん右肩上がりにコンディションを持っていけたらなと思います。
I just have to say something around Himeno's comments. I mean, this team is a hard-working team, and I don't think we can work any harder. We've just got to get a little bit better at the crucial parts of the test match, and Hime often goes, we've got to work harder and work harder. I'm not sure we can work any harder, but we've got to execute better under pressure. Yeah, that's the big thing that's coming out of today's match. And it's something that we'll be working on next week. And sometimes it's not just working hard. Sometimes it's just doing things slightly differently and thinking slightly differently. That does it.
Thank you, Jamie. Thank you, Kazuki. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Well played, Hime.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thanks, guys. We'll get that walk. Change the chair. Chairs are wet.